Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana. We are here in our lighthouse space, and we have more Gregtech in our future, but I was able to make the products needed for a couple more ATM stars, so we want to get that knocked out first. Of course, we're being held up waiting for our unobtainium blocks so that I can make the awakened blocks. We are still waiting on more of the antimatter so I can make Nexium emitters and improbable probability devices, and we are still waiting on our nether star blocks. So I currently have a gravitational device which is in process. So once that is done, we'll be able to add to our collection here. But I currently, with what processed overnight, was able to get enough. Get everything collected here. Put some stuff away. And I'll put this in a backpack for now. Put you all away. I'll get you out later when we need you. Okay. So, because I have 2 of the awakened unobtainium blocks, that means I have the materials necessary for 2 more ATM stars. So that means we're going to need 2 of you, and we're going to need 2 of you, and then we're going to need 2 of each of our unique items here in the middle. So we're going to need 2 of you, and 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 2 of you. Keep it off the hotbar so I don't take damage. 2 of you, 2 of you, and 2 of you. Okay, that should be everybody. So we'll take that downstairs to our setup down here. Check that we have power, which we do, and then we will start putting everything into the setup, remembering that we have to do it inverted because we're facing the back. Alright, so these go in the bottom, around the top. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday. I got my last order out the door, so she may be coming back to buy a couple more sweaters. We'll see. So I'm just waiting to hear back from her. My Husker baseball team sadly is getting completely blown out by Oklahoma, so their season is going to end today, barring a miracle. So I'm keeping an eye on the Royals, who are playing Detroit. We'll see how they do. Now we fill in our nether star blocks. So those are down here in the feet. And then there is a line across the top. Okay, so now we know we have the Oblivion Shard is in the top, and then we have the Dragon Soul, Wither Compass, Pulsating Black Hole, I need to put them backwards. So it'd be this one, and then that one's in the middle. So this one would go there, this one would go there, and that one goes there. And now I get withered. Lusai. Okay, so then next, oh, I forgot my blocks here. These go right above the waist, there. Okay, now we can look at the next block of next set of unique blocks. Is going to be Nexium, Patrick, Dimensional Seed. So Nexium, Patrick, Dimensional Seed. So Nexium, Patrick, Dimensional Seed. And then this one is the Philosopher, Improbable, Creative Essence. So Philosopher, Improbable, Creative Essence. You, and you. And then if we hop down here and turn around, it's going to make us 2 more stars. That'll bring us up to a total of 6 completed, 12 more to go. And pop! Excellent. 2 more stars done. Yay! Six down, 12 to go. So we're definitely going to run into the bottleneck because I'm going to run out of having these on stock and ready to go. So frustration is about to set in. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we move these over, move these down, move that down. Yeah, okay. There. This is what we're stuck on, is the unobtainium block, because I need it to awaken those and I need it to finish these. And the antimatter. Just so frustrating. So frustrating. We're trying to stay on top of the bottlenecks that we have found. Come on. In making our antimatter. So we fixed water. We've fixed sulfur. So water and sulfur should be fixed. Shouldn't have any problems on the uranium side. It's right now the problem is all on the sulfur. And it's, I mean, using the sulfur as fast as it comes in. But I am not getting a backlog of fuel to keep everything running yet. I have this not quite maxed out yet. Okay, we need more upgrades. Upgrades. Let's make 20 more of you. And where's the, that was this. Which one did I do? I think that was the speed. Oh, you're going to be blocked because you need osmium dust. You should go right away, hopefully. We'll keep an eye on when those are ready and come put them in. it's blocked by working on the gravitational modulating unit. It's still working on all of these. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so good news. We found the problem with refined storage. We think. We think. So while District was streaming today, he actually built himself a small little refined storage setup so he could play with setting recipes. And we found that when this item has only a percentage chance, you can shift right click and eliminate it from the recipe. Oh my god. How have we not tried that before? I have no idea. But I'm like, oh, that's like game changer. Being able to eliminate those items that are a percentage chance from the recipe will help so much. So much. Our elite mixer crafted successfully, so I have that installed here. So I still have to get the recipes transferred over to the centrifuge and a mixer. So we need to figure out which set of recipes is the most important to have moved over here because we have several mixers um, that will be able to get much better speed for those recipes. So we've got, for example, this one has a complete full thing of recipes, right? But it's like, how many of these items are we still going to use? Okay, stainless steel, yes. Are we still going to have a bunch of HV machines? I don't know. The Galladium arsenide, vanadium steel, I think we're still going to use those. So this might be a good one for the mixer recipe setting 1. It might make sense for that one to be one that moves. This one over here, it's only got 4 recipes. But nichrome, I'm sure we're going to use nichrome. So it's like, or do I need to spend time making more mixers? Not sure. We got our energy converters made. So here is my EV energy converter, and I got my 2 EV energy hatches set up on my vacuum freezer. So my vacuum freezer is now IV tier. And the second set of those are over here. So I got my EV energy converter, and you'll have to trust me that behind there are the energy hatches, which has upgraded my distillation tower to be IV. So we need to take all of the recipes here and upgrade them. And then we need to do the same thing with the freezing and upgrade all of them to be IV tier. So we're going to do here, we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to do use, distillation tower, IV, set, alternatives, all set, good. Okay, next one. Use, distillation tower, take that one up to IV. So I already had a recipe for making phenol, which I didn't know I had because I think I was using it to make one of these other things. I'm not sure, but yay for us. There's that one. And then here is this one. I think I'm using this one. I think I was using it to make methane. I'm not sure. I think that's the only one I have to do that to. Okay. So that updates all of these recipes to IV. I don't know if the recipes work fine if you don't upgrade them or if you have to take the time to upgrade them. Like, if you don't upgrade the recipes, will the recipes work just fine? I don't know. That's a good question. So if I do tungsten steel ingot, and I say I want a tungsten steel ingot, start. Nothing seems to happen. I think you do have to upgrade the recipes. I think you do. Okay, so all of these need upgraded to IV. Okay, put that there. Recipe. Freezer. IV. Yes. Here. So now if I put this in the freezer, I gotta find it. Which one is the freezer? It just says LV input bus. It doesn't say freezer. Okay. But now if I do tungsten steel ingot, is it still not taking it? No problem there. Inputs, outputs. No circuit setting. See, now I got the same problem I do downstairs of stuff not going into the input bus. Oh, wait. No, it just crafted so fast I didn't get upstairs in time. Okay. That's fast. Holy cow. Okay. That machine be fast. That was fast. Which is good. I mean, we want fast. Fast is good. Alright, that's all the recipes. We'll put them all back. Alright, so now both of those are updated. So we have our advanced gas collector, and I have the HV energy converter left over from when I took it off of the distillery, or the distillation tower, because I need that for continuing. Boom, boom, boom. We can take the energy hatches and put them in storage. Because up here at the top now, we needed the HV gas collector in the end, the vacuum freezer at IV, and the distillation tower also at IV. Those two things have now been taken care of. Those upgrades are completed. We can now actually go do an HV gas collector in the end to collect the air and send it to the vacuum freezer and the distillation tower, which are at the right levels. But need to have a network connection in the end that we do not have. So since we have unlimited power, I can have the network plugged in to be available in all dimensions, so that's not an issue. We can handle that. So in the end, is it this one? Yeah, this is the one where we have our portal to the beyond, which we have not done anything there yet. But we might as well claim this chunk and then chunk load it. And then let's take some cobblestone and let's set up our gas collector in the end. And then we need to give it power, so I want to set it up like this. And then, did I remember to bring the hammer? I did, so here's the hammer. Boink. Hammer collected. All right, so now to have power, it's going to need a flux point, because it needs to have power. So it means we need one of these, which means we need some more of these because we're always running out of them. So we're going to do this. We're going to connect you. Boing, boing, boing. This is going to be end dimension gas collector. I'll connect you to the red network. All right, so that is going to give you power. You are going to be on circuit setting 3. And then you are going to start collecting end error. There is our ender error. Okay, so then we need to send this back to our network so that it can be processed further. So we're going to set up a network transmitter right here, right there, and we're going to go bonk. Wait, that's not right. I have it backwards. Hang on. So this is going to go to the lighthouse. I'm going to go down, take those off, down. I'm going to click you. So you are connected to there. I had it backwards. Go back to the end. And then put the card here. All right, so I'm hoping this works, but I don't know if it will work. Because I don't know if they can go between dimensions, because I always forget if they can or not. If I get an importer, put an importer here, and collect fluids. Get speed to speed it up. That is not decreasing at all. Okay, so that tells me that the network transmitter will not cross dimensions. Sad about it. Okay, so we need a different way to get this air out of here. Okay, so how about an ender tank? It's supposed to transport fluids, but maybe it can transport gases? I don't know. Suppose we can try. Let's choose cyan. So I'm going to do this, make them private. And let's put a cyan stripe in the middle. Okay. So then I get the... All right, where did the other one go? I have two different backpacks that have the magnet upgrade on, so of course they ended up in two different backpacks. Okay, so we'll try that there. And then this is a gas, so I can transport gases with a tube. Ow. Oh, you annoying bug. Hang on, I have to find which one I put my sword in. Oi. How am I going to get this from the end to the overworld for processing? I mean, I suppose I could just put it in a tank and bring it over manually, but I would really prefer not to. That would really suck. If I put a tank on... Mr. Bug! No! Now we've made an Enderman mad. Okay. So we've managed to collect some air. I'll come back to the how do I transport it automatically question later. Not overworld. Mansion. Front door. Let us take our ender air and go boop. And then it's going to go boop into the system. We now have 64 buckets of ender air in the system. Hey, here they are. There's District and Calyx and Captive and everyone else from District Stream. Hi guys, how are you? We just got back from the end where we have brought back 64 buckets of ender air. Oh, you're right. You're right. I told District in chat that I was leaving to go live. You're right. I totally did not post in the Discord. You're right. I will do it now. Distracted? Never. That never happens. In Gregtech especially, never. The sarcasm is just dripping out of my mouth. I've got to clean the keyboard now. I know. I haven't figured out how to get the ender air from the end back to the overworld automatically, because the network connection will not go between dimensions, it appears. A dimensional tank. A dimensional tank. Dimensional tank. Oh, what is this? A dimensional tank. Get that recipe. Find some place to put it, which is hard when your recipes are all invisible. Alright, dimensional tank. Oh, I don't even have the, okay. It works like ender tanks. Spider, I would love to know why the recipes are invisible. I would really love to know, because I have 2 pole crafters filled with invisible recipes. They work fine inside the storage system, but when I go to look at them in the crafters, they are invisible. Yes, yes. If I had realized before, I would have figured out some way to have the have the Woodland Mansion on AE2, and refined storage would have been still in the lighthouse. And somehow I would have made the 2 separate systems work. How? I don't know. But I've thought about it, but I'm like, rewiring everything would be such a pain. But then having invisible recipes, also a pain. And I'm like, yes, everything shows up here. When they're in the machines, it's only the ones in the netherite crafters that are invisible. No, wait, I take that back. Well, it's I think I have them. Yeah, I think they're still invisible here too. And some show as patterns and some show as the end products. It's inconsistent. I had to think about that. I don't know if it has something to do with items that are a percentage chance, because I haven't gone through and cleaned everything up there yet. So I'm not sure what is causing that. But yes, it's definitely a pain. For sure. For sure. Do have a couple of quest trend-ins. I know if there's multiple outputs, it'll show the pattern instead. That's okay. So that explains that differential. So if there's a single output, it's showing, well, no, because look, this one's got multiple outputs and it's showing a single item instead of a pattern. This one has a single output and it's showing the pattern. So that's not consistent either. It's refined storage. Yeah, never mind. I don't get it. My elite mixer is done, so we get a reward for this. More tungsteel. What do you do? And I got my phenol bucket, so I get some XP for that. So, little bit of progress there, which I will take. Nice amount of tungsten steel, too. And Grench did get caught up on his turn in, so there's a bunch of his rewards and stuff that he got done. So we have the gas from the end. So we should be able to do the crafting for the radon bucket and the nitric acid. That's where we are, and we then should also get this bisphenol A bucket, which should send us down this direction, I think. And when we ended last night, we had made our liquid polytetrafluoroethylene bucket. So I can say it, but I have to say it slowly. I know, Spider, refined storage is just weird when it comes to Gregtech stuff. For sure. There's no doubt. In fact, it can't handle working with the tools. So if I'm making anything with the tools, I have to do those things manually, which I'm okay with because I'm used to doing things very manually. I'm okay with it's a pain, but I can do it. Um, and I don't gripe about it as much as say District would if he was doing it. But refined storage just is like, nope, can't do it. Durability is changing on that item. Nope, can't do it. So, hands are for the birds. No, like I said, I can manage. I don't necessarily like it, but I can manage. After doing DDSS manually, I can deal. I can deal. So we are on the verge of making our first chemical reactor, which is great. We've got much more wafers and chips here we're on the verge of doing, it appears. You're going to get your pizza, which is great. Definitely get some real food in you, not all donuts. That's what we want to hear. And we've got about 3 hours ahead of us to try and make more progress on this Gregtech stuff. I know I have fallen behind District now, and JC's leak is hopefully being resolved, so he'll be back on track next week to dig back into Gregtech himself. So if I have any hope of staying ahead of JC, I need to get moving. So where to start? We're going to start by figuring out the processing for that ender air. So that is going to be here. So we've got our gas collector on program 3. Now we figure out what the processing for it is. So we got our ender air, which is here. Yes, we've collected it. So using it in the freezer gives us liquid ender air. Okay. So I'm going to make a recipe for the, oops, over here. Here. Ender air. Here. Use in the freezer. Here. Here. Okay. So that recipe goes in the freezer. And I showed this before you guys transferred over with the raid, but I got both the freezer and the distillation tower both upgraded to IV. So that upgrade is good to go. So then we're going to have the liquid ender air use in the distillation tower. So this then gets processed, and we're going to have radon gas, tritium, krypton, xenon, helium, deuterium, xenon, krypton, deuterium, helium, nitrogen oxide, ender pearl dust. So that's okay. So we're supposed to be making nitric acid. Use. Okay, that's going to make the nitrogen dioxide, and then we're going to use that to make the nitric acid. Got it. All right, so this is going to be use here, that. Oh, pause while Grinch joins the game. Liquid under air here, use in the distillation tower. Use distillation tower. I can't make a recipe. Okay, how are we going to do this? Can we do it this way? Can I do... No, because I can't drag it over there. Okay, let's do this. Let's make the liquid under air. Let's make a bucket of that. Let's see if that works. Well, it took the 4,000, but nothing's come back yet. There's some quest turn-ins you have to do. That's an input hatch. That's an output hatch. Excellent. That needs an importer, actually. Wait, what backpack is that in? That'd be this one. Because if I'm... No, not exporter. Be an importer. It's processing. Oh, maybe it should be set processing fluids. Wait. Oh, wait, I should cancel it first so I don't lose the inputs. Hang on. This one, cancel. Let's try that. Oh my gosh, I have so many wandering traders. Alright, try that. Oh, wait a minute. That one can't go into the input bus. It needs to go into the input hatch. Oh. Wait. Oh, hey. Let's try putting the crafter in the right place. I'm like, I just caught on to that. That doesn't go there. I need that crafter back. I need to go there. And then I need my engineer's hammer, which I have hidden from myself again. Is you turn around. Okay, now I need the cable. So you're connected. Okay, so now this would be for a fluid craft. Wait, I have them on me. Speed. Okay. Let's try that again. I want Ender Air, 1 bucket, go. Maybe? Hopefully? Do I have all the settings right now? Yes! 4 buckets of okay, so I didn't have a crafter on the right input for liquids, and I didn't have the importer for exporting the finished product set right to fluids either. Blech. Okay, so now we have liquid Ender Air. So if I want to use that in the distillation tower, I can't do anything with it here. I can't set a recipe. Okay. But the recipe, I should be able to do this. If I very, very carefully take it with me to the, get out of my way, to here. And then I need the, that's an output bus, output hatch, energy hatch. Where is an input bus for fluids? Right here. If I put this in there, it's just idling. Liquid Ender Air. Use in a distillation tower. Oh, wait, you need 200 buckets of it? 200 buckets. Will this even hold 200 buckets? It only holds 64. I'm confused. If the input patch is only 64, how am I supposed to do a recipe that needs 200? I need a bigger hatch than HV? Do I need an EV input hatch? Well, that's only 128. I need to go all the way up to an IV input hatch to do this. Right, but you can make it IV by just putting 2 of the lower tiered energy hatches in. So I thought that's all I would need to do to get the distillation tower to the right tier for processing. Yeah, it didn't occur to me that I would need the tier of the tanks to match. Ugh. Okay, well, epic suckage there. Oh, yep, the nitrogen dioxide is a 122. So that means I have to have at least one output hatch is going to have to be EV. So I need to have one IV input hatch, and I need an EV output hatch for the distillation tower. Oh, man. Okay. So EV output hatch. Be this one. That's the assembler in EV, which is this. That one. Okay, and then we need an IV That one needs an IV assembler. That's this one. We haven't done it yet. So we have to get this assembler before we can do this, because we can't make the tank. Ugh, I hate this chapter. It's not linear and it is messing with my brain. So now I need an elite assembler. There's a space there. I am missing a robot arm. Okay, IV robot arm. Is here. Is there another way of getting the nitric acid that I've missed? Nitric acid. Nitration mixture. Well, that is the thing I'm needing to make, so that obviously is not going to work. Chemical reactor. Nitrogen dioxide. Oh, centrifuging the ender air gets just nitrogen dioxide. And I've got an IV centrifuge. Hang on, let's sideways into this maybe. So if I do a centrifuge here to take the ender air into nitrogen dioxide, and then I can add water to the nitrogen dioxide. That gets me nitric acid with nitric oxide as a byproduct on a chemical reactor 1. Where do I have chemical reactor 1? That's chemical reactor 0. See, chemical reactor 1 I'm still doing on LV. I haven't upgraded it yet. So I definitely need another chemical reactor at the HV level. No, not R. Use. So if I chemical reactor it with 1, or if I do 2, that gets me this, but this is what I want. That'd be either a 1 or a 3. Do I have a 3 up here? I've got so many things now. Chemical reactor. No, I think chemical reactor would be over here. Do I have a chemical reactor? Are you 3? Wait. No, you're 2. So I have a 2, I have a 0, I have a 1, I have a 2. I don't have a 3. Okay, so we do use chemical reactor. Don't have the large one yet. I think it's this one. So we do this one on the LV. Do that. Do that. Are you not done yet? Alright, you have a good afternoon of sailing. Oh, and then here, this is running. Oh, silicon wafers. That's a good reward. We'll take those. I am more than willing to sideways into things. Nebraska is a bit landlocked for sailing. Oh, not when Neverwinter Nights. They have a lot of ocean. And to be fair, we do have lakes. You two live vicariously. Grinch has been never winter nighting. I don't know if that's a verb. NW ending for 2 decades. So he has to give equal time to both universes. Okay, so we got our... Oh, look, here's our nitration mixture we were looking at earlier. Imagine that. Nitration mixture. It wants us to do that in a mixer. We can totally do that. Totally do. Okay, what level mixture do I have? I need to make a list of what level what do I have and then do a bunch of upgrading. Which, if I don't have any orders this week, I will definitely work on that. Okay, so this one, this one. Oh wait, but that's a 0. My mixer is at a 1, isn't it? That was a mixer 1. I've got a mixer 0 up in MV, so I can do MV. So here, here, MV, and then this one, alternatives, this one, apply. I know I've got a mixer 0 up here. I don't know which one it is, but I know I have one. Mixer, what's a mixer 1? That's a mixer 2. Okay. Mixer 0, where are you? And you're 3. Are you kidding me? I have 1, 2, and 3. I don't have a 0. Is my mixer 0 really still at basic? Are you kidding me? Or do I not have a mixer at all at 0? Oh gosh, I really don't. Well, I guess ID is going to win. It's your brand new mixer. And you don't have any recipes in you. Upgrade you. Recipe. Here. You're going all the way up to IV, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Well, this should go quickly. Boom, boom. I am missing this. Oh, because I didn't. I have to reset the. Click on that because I reset the tier. Here, here, here. Alternatives. Reset. Apply. Set. Here. Oh, that is so annoying. You found out today you need a mixer 4. Oh my gosh. You've been playing World of Warcraft on and off for 2 decades, so you totally get it. Cat, we need a sports season to get here already. August cannot come fast enough. Oh, captive. My baseball season has finally ended. Nebraska is getting completely blown out by Oklahoma today. The last time I saw the score, it was 15-1. 1. Like, at least we got on the scoreboard. But I'm like, oh my gosh. So, baseball season is officially over for me as far as the College World Series. Although, we will have a College World Series competition in the office for my department where yeah, no, there's not a chance. We are done. We are done in the NCAA tournament. Although, like I said, we'll have a drawing to pick a team, and I'll have someone to cheer for in Omaha, but it won't be Nebraska because they blew it again. Like, seriously? Seriously? And then I didn't set this one to fluids. Oh my gosh. Cannot remember to set my machines right. I had 2 of the nitration mixture. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that's that one done. Boom. That takes us down here to nitrochlorobenzene. Nitrochlorobenzene. Oh my gosh. Okay. Nitrochlorobenzene. Chemical reactor, which mine is HV. We're mixing these 2 together. Okay, that's my HV one. It's down here. And I've already increased its, oh, here, have some speed. I already increased it to a gold crafter because I had the feeling I was going to be doing a lot of chemical reacting in this particular chapter. Oops, wrong one here, over here. Nitrochlorobenzene. Start. I mean, this entire chapter is just playing in a chemical lab. I'm just making an awful lot of chemical stuff, which is fine. I just don't have the right chemical reactors. And now District is saying I need a fourth mixer. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dichlorobenzidine bucket. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dichloro something. This one. Okay, but this one has a tiny pile of copper dust included. Uh-huh. And it requires a chemical reactor EV. That's the one that's in the clean room. But it needs an IV energy converter. But I don't need it to be 16 because I'm not going to have 16 machines in here on the IV. So I could go down to an IV energy converter like 8A. Like I could go down to this one and that would give me enough amperage for what I need in that space, I think. Energy converter. Now I have to find the right one. IV 8A. All right, so I'm missing 8 platinum cable, 8 red alloy cable. Okay, so I'm missing this recipe here. Okay, and then we're missing 8A or 8 times platinum. This one. Okay, so these are both in the assembler zeros, which should be up here. That's assembler 1. Oh, wait, that's assembler 1. That's assembler 0. So, there. Okay. Captive is in the house. Now I am missing the wires. 8 and 8. Okay. I don't have a wire mill 8. Nor do I have a packer. I can have a temporary wire mill 8. You temporarily are going to be an 8. I think the red alloy cable is going to be the same thing. Red alloy. This one. Yep. Alright, so I'll take these two down here to the wire mill. That's going to be a temporary 8. Here, have some speed. Alright, now we're doing that one. Alright, start that craft. This is still running. Why is this so? I think this one is stuck. We're going to cancel and start it again. Which means I have to turn off the nether stars for a minute. And I will turn you back on again. It got stuck processing that crushed tungstate ore. So that's one where the recipe I have for the lithium dust is messed up. Lithium dust. Where do I have that one at? Lithium dust is... What am I doing for lithium dust? I bet I'm relying on this recipe and the percentage here isn't 100%. So I have to, it's a high percentage. It's like 80%, but I'm still ending up short. Oh, I have a lot of crash dark jumps. I have to make extra of this so I can send it through manually. Because then this is getting sent through. Where am I sending that through again? I'm sending that through the a chemical bath with mercury. So if I send that through, will this lithium dust... Yes, because it's now pushing it through. There we go. See, there's my gravitational modulating unit. I can now cancel that craft. I can now cancel that craft. Oh my gosh. Now I just need to get the nitro. And the wireless. Oh, we're out of Fluix. What? How can we be out of Fluix? That doesn't seem possible. Don't remember making... We didn't make that. I don't think we did. No. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. I don't need that much. I don't have that much charged either. Oof. Pretty sure I have Fluix B. I just need to get him out, I think. So let's go see if I have him. Well, I still have enough Fluix to give him something to feed on. Not there. Not there. No, I do not have... Maybe that's not the right name of the bee. No, it's Fluix. Feed the spatial bee a Fluix pearl. No, I don't have a spatial bee either. I had a spatial bee. I must have already converted him to something else. Okay, this is interesting. Did I have fluic seeds and they're out of production? I need to put them back into production. I know I had something that I was doing for fluics. It wasn't a bee. Amethyst, epitite, sapphire, copper, rabbit, glowstone, nether, earth. Not there. Oh, more unobtainium seeds. What you be doing in that chest? We need you outside. All the modium, unobtainium. And unobtainium. Okay, let's swap out. Definitely need more unobtainium than we need all the modium at the moment. Okay, this is just weird. I'm sure I was making fluic somehow. And yet there's none here. I mean, it can't be that I was only making it by using this puddle of water. I mean, that makes no sense. Oh, wait, I gotta turn all my magnets off. Otherwise, this no worky. Alright, where's the nether quartz at? Alright. Try this again, minus the magnets. Too close. Ow! Someone is very rude. Hey! You! Very rude. Shh. Look at all the litter you met on my beach. So rude. Okay. Is this enough fluics to make some fluic seeds? Eh, maybe dirty, but it's now I got fluics. That's the important thing. You need 18 ATM stars for the bee. Correct. You need 9 to convert the bee into starry bee, and then you need 9 to make a block of ATM stars, which is its flower. Although we are going for 19 because we used 1 star to make a creative energy cube for infinite power. So we ended up going for 1 extra. Okay. if I want fluix seeds, I need blocks of fluix, which I have enough for blocks of fluix. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was blue. Here, here, and then I need a prosperity seed. Don't have any. Seed is not spelled that way. Prosperity seed. Okay, so excuse me, sir. You are in the way. No, not the wandering trader. No, sir. Thank you. I need to hit my button. Fluix seeds. And I think I've got... let's take this one out, put this one in. And then put you in there. Or not. You in there. Okay, curious. Sounds good, District. Enjoy the pizza. Alright. I am curious. No balls. Okay, so I can charge crystal this way. Do. By the time I get enough fluix, I'll have forgotten what I was crafting, because that's the way this works. I'm sure I had fluix seeds at one point, and they have vanished. At least I found the problem before I ran out of fluix completely, because that meant I had enough fluix to make the seeds again. So, this is good. Captive, I have this fall Chiefs, Husker football, Husker volleyball, and Stars hockey. I'm going to be so flippin' busy, it is not funny. Like, so much sportsdom. Gonna be. Why am I going here? I have to go get my puddle of water. No, puddle of water. Okay. Now we're gonna go you, and you, and you. Let you make all the fluix, and then pick you up. Alright. So now we are fluixed. Go back up here, put the rest of this back in here. You can have that back. Excuse you. Go away. And put you down. Oh, we should see how are we doing on unobtainium. Take that off. And we could do one more, but it takes two of them to be able to do another one. So can't do that. Oh, I remember what we were doing now. Wireless. We're trying to do one of you and one of you. Now I remember. Oh, and we have another star brick. One's done. The other one's done. We combine both of those, and that makes the wireless, which means we can now make the Nexium, and boom. And bring that over here, and boom. So now we have all of the ingredients for 2 more ATM stars once we have the unobtainium to get these done. And that'll get us to 8 out of 18. Damn antimatter is what's holding us back, because we can't complete these. Oh, the antimatter. I wish we had creative tanks, so I could just plop it in there and get instant antimatter and be done with this. But there are no creative tanks in this pack, so not an option. Just have to grind it out. Which is fine! We'll grind it out. What are you stuck on? stuck on? Naphtha. You're processing something in naphtha and you've lost the rest of the fluid. What goes with naphtha? I'm guessing it's the steam. So let's grab steam. And magically we're unstuck. That's the sort of thing that happens all the time. Just the bucket of steam disappears. Once I plug the bucket of steam in, recipe starts crafting again. Gotta babysit them all the time. But look how fast it's going once I got the steam in there. We're going to need another flux point, which you might as well get that. Okay, there's that. I've got a crafter for it. I've got the importers ready. Just waiting on you. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's like, I know I can make a chemical reactor at the HV. It would be worth my time to make all the machines and get these recipes all converted. Just because I wouldn't be waiting on all these crafts because it's so much faster at the HV level. Because some of these crafts, I was going from LV all the way to HV. It would be a huge jump in processing time. Huge jump. Must be patient. It's so hard to be patient. Not done yet. Not one of those two. Where? Is this one of those where, look, all of this is leftover stuff again? It is. Look, the recipe is done crafting. It's finished. Look at all this stuff that's sitting here left over. I mean, that's messed up. Cancel. That's just not right. Okay, so this energy converter, no, because I don't, If I set it here, and then give it a bonk with the hammer, bonk, and then we need to give it power, which is going to be here, 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 and this is going to be IV clean room from the red network. Alright, so that's going to give it power. It's going to be fully charged. Then we're going to give it a crafter top. We're going to use our engineer's hammer to flip it around. Then we're going to use our cable. Extend the cable so it gets over here. Then we're going to use an importer, put it on the front, and do that. Okay, so there is our chemical reactor. It has power. It has power. Interesting. The flux point is feeding it power. So I don't have to have it connected by a cable. It's getting power. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Alright, so I needed that for this one here, the dichlorobenzidine bucket. Dichlorobenzidine. This one here. Chemical reactor. So this one. Move items here. Oh. My bad. That importer needs to be set to fluids. So that goes in there. This is fluids. Give it some speed. Okay. I'm going to have to set up a recipe for a tiny pile of copper because I'm pretty sure I do not have a recipe for that. So that is going to be, oh, easy enough. Well, phooey. You're just a crafting recipe. And you are almost full, I think. Oh, you are full. There's an invisible recipe there. Never mind. Put you here. Okay, so here for these, Dichloro. Dichloro. This one. I want a bucket of you. Start. Oh wait, that one can't be right because that doesn't show the copper. Di I made that one already. Oh, no. Dichlorobenzene. Di Dichlorobenzene. Dichlorobenzidine. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong. Dichloro. Di. Did I make the wrong one? Dichlorobenzidine. It's a light green. Dichlorobenzidine with the light green. Di. That's sodium potassium. Okay, I did make a recipe for the dichlorobenzidine. This one. I'm confused. Oh. Oh, there's a... There's an importer on the wrong thing. That would explain why nothing was working. Good grief. Why do I have patterns in here? There shouldn't be patterns in there. Oh, good grief. I'm so confused. Okay, well, that explains why I couldn't find the pattern. It disappeared into an importer, back into the system where, of course, it's not going to run. Oh, look, there it is. Let's try that. Sheesh. Alright, we can hear things gurgling. Good sign to hear things gurgling. We like gurgling. Oh no. Royals are down 1-0, bottom of the ninth. Last chance to score. Come on, guys. They won 1-0 yesterday. Come on. Is the clean room not clean? It should be. Oh, no, I just didn't connect the importer with a cable because I had put an importer there. Hey, let's try connecting it with a cable instead of an importer so that it actually, oh, I don't know, connects. La-duh. Okay, let's look here now. Hey, there we go. There we go. Bing. Okay, so now this one is locked. So it's now waiting for us to make the large chemical reactor, I think. Did I already? I didn't start the elite assembler. Let's start that. All right, let's try this bisphenol A. I mean, seriously, this is all this chapter is making all these chemicals. Bisphenol A, which is another chemical reactor. And this is another one. Okay, and mine is LV. There's going to be another one in here. So bisphenol A is a light brown. Make a bucket of that. When you can, because this one is very busy at the moment. Looks like this section here is stuck behind the elite cutter. Alright, so we should probably look at that recipe next. Alright, looking for another spot. Oh, we're missing a tungsten carbide buzzsaw blade, an IV machine casing, and 4 aluminum frames. So, the aluminum, I need 24 more of these. So we'll get those going. And then I'm going to need my tools out. Oh, some more of those. Get those put away. Those in there with the wrench. Made some extra, but that's fine. tungsten carbide buzzsaw blade, and then an IV machine casing. IV machine casing is tungsten steel plates. We need 8 of those. Fortunately, we've gotten a ton of tungsten steel as rewards, so all I have to do is plate it. And Kansas City was able to do nothing, so they lost 1-0. Blah. Well, that sucks. Major suckage. I should write down dimensional tank so I don't forget about that. And that it works like an ender tank. Okay. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, so here's this. Throw it in here with the wrench. That gives me the IV machine casing I need. Okay, so now we're looking at elite cutter. I'm missing the tungsten carbide buzzsaw blade. So that can be made with 4 tungsten carbide plates. So we can actually, we've already got the hot ingots. They just need to be cooled into these. And then I need tungsten carbide plates. Those go in a bender. This is a bender 1. Is here. So we make those plate. Whoa, not 54. That was a major typo. 4 of those. Make those into plates. So this is going to be saw, hammer, file, wrench. Saw, hammer, file, wrench. Saw, hammer, file, wrench. Oops. Wire cutters. Lovely. Okay, elite cutter. That one is good to go. There are now many, 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 many things running. You are completely backed up. Too full. Craft takes 175 seconds at LV. It's a very long craft. It's so slow. These are going to be a while. Like a long while. What haven't we done here? Haven't made the ore prospector. We're at 6? I gotta think. It is indeed. We have 6 completed, and then I have the unique items. I have enough to make 2 more. I am just waiting on the unobtainium blocks needed to do the awakened piece of those 2 stars. So that will get me up to 8. So these 2 that require the antimatter are still my... You're up to 10? Dang, JC, good job. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have nether stars for 12. It's the antimatter that's holding me back. And the unobtainium. Those 2 things. Which I added another seed, which may help a little. Can't hurt. There's another unobtainium block. There's 3. I have 3 bees. I have 3 bees and 2 seeds going. Now, I suppose I should look and see if I have enough genes to do any bee upgrades, I suppose. They definitely have omega. I don't remember off the top of my head if I've genetically done them yet or not now, or I don't remember. I'll have to go take a peek. We will take a peek. Any of you? I do have 2 more highs. I have 2 meta urnals. I have 2 passives. I'm thinking two of them have, oops. I'm thinking two of them have not been modified. That one hasn't, that one hasn't, that one has, but only to high strong. That one's high medium. So these two haven't been modified. So we can definitely give those two a boost. Yeah, I've put the Omegas have been, oops, the Omegas I kicked in over here, and then, no, not there. Where did I have all the Omegas going? They were, I kicked them in over here on steel, because I ran out of steel, which I wasn't expecting that to happen. Steel should be good now. I could probably give steel a break. And move these over to here. Vibranium, unobtainium, aldemadium, unobtainium. Okay. We can put the aldemadium B back, the vibranium B back, the unobtainium. You're the one we're not changing. Oh, wait. Well, wait, no, I only had two. Hang on. Let's get these two changed first, and we'll see what I have. Oops. See what I have left to work with. You haven't started bees yet? Oh dear. You are a smidge behind, yes. Okay, so I can do very high and maternal and passive. What are the endurance? Endurance is weak. Let's take those up to medium. It was so long since you played. You were on 1-4 and you went up to 1-8. Oh, dang. Yeah, well, you know, I know you've been really busy with other really important things. So, yeah, real life definitely takes a priority. I can understand that. Oop, we want this. So, honey treat. We're going to add you and you and you and you to these two honey treats. And then we're going to put the B out. B1. Alright, come here, dude. Boop. And then I need to catch him again. Boop. Okay, now this is the other one. Boop. And we need to give you a treat. Boop. Catch you again. Boop. Alright. So that should help with production. Oh wait, here. Sturdy bee cages. Boop. Boop. That one is nocturnal. Endurance is okay. Let's just put you two in for now. So between adding two more omegas and those upgrades to the bees. That should help. Does anybody else have an omega that I can steal? Yeah, you do. Take you and give it to you. So now you are maxed out on omegas, which is going to help with all the modium. We need that, and definitely help with the unobtainium. Good call. Do some B grades. Potox has made every single bee in the game. All of them. Whether they were for quest or not, Potox has made them. You haven't? I thought you had. I thought Squishy said you had made every single bee. Oh, you just have a whole lot of them? If you've not made all the bees, you're not done. I mean, well, yeah. You're just finishing the quests. Alright, so that's caught up as far as production, what the unobtainium is. Go back to the mansion. Okay, I have not done the tree quests, except for the ones that we find in the ones that we have found in chests. And I made the 2 little machines. Down here at the bottom. That's all I've done. These are the only ones. I have not done any of the breeding, crossbreeding. I have not even sat there at the alchemy table and paid for any of the other trees. I've done nothing. I know, I haven't sat there and done any trees. I have not touched trees. So I've got all the trees here at the bottom that we need to find in chests. I've got those, but I haven't done any of the other trees because I was like, what's the point? I know, but see, they don't. Okay, Grinch did find a tree that produces a food we haven't eaten yet. Well, while we're sitting here waiting on these darn machines to make, we could breed trees. Or, there are a billion glyphs to make. I'm in Britannia, at least they made all of these optional. So you don't have to make every single one of the flowers. Thank goodness. And the lenses, they're all optional. So these are all good things. Optional isn't necessary for 100%. As long as this turns green, you're done. That's all that counts. Make it green. Speaking of which, what are we missing here? Graphite vein. Graphite. If it's green, it's done. Do we have graphite? Graphite? we go. Boom, 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 boom. There's graphite. All right, who else are we missing? Everything there is done. Everything from there is done. Hematite, goethite, limonite. Hematite, goethite, limonite. Hematite. Boom, 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 boom. Give me that. All right. That's all of those ores. So that should just leave the ore prospector. Ore prospector. Craft. I'm missing an LV sensor. Okay. Ore prospector here. So I need an LV sensor. This is going to be... What else are we missing? Small lithium battery. In a canner? We haven't made a canner. Pretty sure we don't have a canner. Okay, so we need a canner. Missing the LV machine casing. That is steel plates. Sure, what's one more machine? It's only a basic one. Maybe it'll go quicker. I say holding my breath. Oh, it wants iron dust and the pulverizer is busy. Hang on. Believe it's this in the pulverizer for iron dust. Yes. Okay, so let's just put you in there. That should get the craft going again. Hopefully. Hopefully. If it registers the iron dust. Yes, it went from 4 to 3. Oh, it wants glass dust. I bet I have that in the pulverizer too, don't I? Don't I? I've got glass dust. Why is it making glass dust if I have glass dust? Maybe it's not making it, it's processing it into these. Where am I making the glass tubes at? Oh, good grief. Okay, hang on. Back over here. That's something I moved out of Steam. An advanced chemical reactor. It's one of those over here, isn't it? Yes, glass. Now, why is that recipe off by itself? Glass dust is here and it's not running. Oh. Why do I have this in... Why do I have this in glass dust in a chemical reactor? Glass dust. Use. Oh, dang it. Glass dust. Use. There is no recipe for glass dust in a chemical reactor. There's a forming press recipe with the ball. Was this meant to be in an alloy smelter? I think the recipe is in the wrong place. Okay, so this is this one for the canner. We're going to cancel that. Then let's go get the recipe and that glass that's in the machine. That was in this one. Take you. And welcome back, JC. Okay, so there is an alloy smelter. I had There was a ball casting mold. But I don't see it anymore. Right. So I had to have had it at one time. Here, it's right here. Where's the crafter for this? Do this recipe. That one. We will plop you in here and give you some speed upgrades, because goodness knows you're going to need all the speed you can get. Canner, here, start. Alright, that should get you going again. And I think that's the only thing you had left to make. I don't know why you haven't made bronze yet. Do we not have a pattern for bronze? Okay, I have 448. That doesn't make sense. It's got to be something using bronze. The LV electric pump. Okay, so where are we making the LV electric pump? An advanced assembler. So that's upstairs again. No. LV electric pump. It's this one. Okay, it's in assembler 0. Is that right for the LV electric pump? Yes, it should be electric 0. This one. Was that, well, what was that? An urn, was it an urn? Um, no, what was it? I know what you're thinking of. It was an urn or something. It sat right next to the crucible and it would automatically fill it with water. Was it from Eidolon or was it from a different mod? That's it. Oh, why are we stuck? The annealed copper. Naphtha, liquid oxygen, and hydrochloric acid are all in here together. See, I just don't understand. Okay, that's now unstuck. Yes, yes, we're moving again. You are stuck at making the LV electric pump. Cancel. LV electric pump. Make one. I know what's wrong. That was the problem. It was trying to make normal pipe, and they had a large pipe in there. Hey, Pokemon. Everything's all broken. It's all broken. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. That should take care of this. We can now make a canner. Canner. Where are we going to put a canner? This is a very good question. We're going to put it here. We're going to give it power there. Do we know what we need to put in the canner? Because it's really in a very odd place. Torch gun. Do I have any more of my crafters, or have I run out? I may have run out. I had so many. You need to go there. And then I need to extend the cable here. And then the importer goes here. Not a cable. Importer. Okay. So now for ore prospector U, the small lithium battery. That's what I needed. So the small lithium battery, this one is a small battery hull and lithium dust in an LV canner. Come here. You're going in here to the canner. Now I'm going to need a small battery hull. Right, that's going in an MV assembler 0. MV assembler 0. That's going to be over here. That's assembler 1. That makes you assembler 0. So you go in there. Okay, now ore prospector. Now I am missing a battery alloy plate. What the heck is that when it's at home? Recipe. Okay, that is a bender 1. Bender 1 is here. So you go in there. Now I need the bender alloy ingot. So this is going to be... in the alloy smelter, lead with antimony. That we can do. Lead and antimony in an alloy smelter. Lead and antimony in an alloy smelter. That we can do. Okay. Ore prospector. Last thing is a brass rod. We can totally do a brass rod. Brass rod. Brass rod. Here. 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 Where's all the rods at? I just gotta find it. There's a whole long list of rods. Oh, we have a lot of things hooked up. So many things. Rods. Okay. Or a prospector. Yes? Yes. Start. Okay. You still haven't been able to sneak in and run yet. You actually have both types of oxygen in you with the hydrochloric acid. I don't think that's going to work. No. Okay. I don't know which one of you is trying to produce what, but we have yet to stop. No, no, no. The naphtha is with... supposed to be with steam. Okay, well, we're getting something made. Hopefully it's something we wanted made. Alright, so you're processing. How about you? You're doing something, so this is good. How about you? You might be stuck. Oh, nope, you're moving. Are you not making the annealed copper? Everything there is what's stored. We're good there. Interpreting where the stuck is happening is always a guessing game. So the lightly cracked name naphtha, that's what was happening here. Now we're stuck again. So it was trying to get this in there. Okay, I'm going to cancel the biz. Send it again. Is it stuck trying to make the lightly stream cracked naphtha? Or is it stuck trying to make the annealed copper ingots? Okay, that tungsten steel ingots trying to be melted, but it can't. So I should get rid of that and get rid of that. do that. We cannot melt tungsten steel. Who is trying to melt the tungsten steel? Whoever's trying to melt tungsten steel, I need to make that rotor by hand. It's not you. It's got to be the cutter. I bet it's that one. Yeah. Oh, no, that one shouldn't. Well, that actually might be left over from last night. I'm going to assume that was left over from last night. I don't see it in a current recipe. Machine doesn't accept item. Battery alloy ingot. Oh. Had to take the mold out. Little things like that. Oh, now it's trying to make electrum dust. That's probably trying to crush electrum. Which is through the pulverizer, which is busy right now. Again. I need to have a dedicated pulverizer for this sulfur. Well, what I need to do is have one pulverizer whose life is pulverizing the sulfur. So I can have a pulverizer for the rest of my crafting. Because the fissile fuel needs me to be crushing sulfur 24/7 to keep it running. If I stop crushing the sulfur, eventually it will run out. But even crushing the sulfur, I'm building the sulfur up, but the fuel never catches up. It just never does. Alright, nugget production has definitely increased. Look at that, 2 whole blocks. upgrading the bees definitely helped a lot. Good call, everybody. That was a very good call. Where is that annealed copper? The advanced arc furnace. Okay. That is right as you come in the door. I don't remember why there would be glass in there. What did we make that we would have had glass in there? Was that when we made this? I don't know. I got nothing. Okay, that fixes what was stuck there and what was stuck here. Okay, so now we've got the problem of the naphtha and the steam. I need 2 steam. There is no more naphtha in here. I've got steam, that's not a problem. There's no naphtha sitting in here. Okay, where are you stuck now? You're making the inductors, okay. How much sulfur do I have right now? I got 22,000. I hope I can turn you off for just a few minutes so we can try and clear some of these things up. Maybe. You're stuck on naphtha. You're stuck on lightly steam cracked naphtha. And you're stuck on lightly. So I should be making naphtha. So is it that the distillery is not running? You just say you're idle. Don't need maintenance. Structure is fine. This makes the sulfuric naphtha, which, do I have some of that? I have only half a bucket of lightly hydrocracked naphtha. Have I run out of oil? Is that why we're having a problem? No, we have 7.4 million things of oil. Okay then. The laser drill has been doing work. Oh, no, it's probably not enough, but it's not that I don't have oil to be processing. We're all stuck at about the same point. I cannot put a stack upgrade in there. Alright, so it's making naphtha. Now, is it wanting to process naphtha into... Oop! That was my by whatever that was. Ooh! Okay, that one's done. A key ingredient in making epoxy. Acetone, phenol, and hydrochloric acid come together in a chemical reactor to make this. Okay, so we got that one done eventually. But then we're locked again. right, so good news, now we're down to just 3 that are stuck. So then, is it stuck making the vinyl chloride? Oof. Okay, so that's making See, now where is the liquid oxygen? Why is the liquid oxygen in there? It's adding the oxygen for something. And see, I'm not sure what it's wanting to do next. If it's trying to make the lightly steam. So is it trying to then make with the vinyl? See, it doesn't have the vinyl in here for me to put in with it. Yes, I think so. I'm pretty sure I finished Eidolon, didn't I? Magic. Yeah, we did Eidolon. Is it the stirring part that you're having trouble with? Because that's always... the TPS and stirring is always a pain. We've got 10 minutes to make this thing work. Now this one's gotten closer. What you have to do is as you get to the end of each row, it's you have to time it so it's like you stir, pause, and then it should have like either a like a color change or something as in between each step. So you stir, stir, color change, do the next step, stir, color change, do the next step, stir, color change, it's done. What are we now trying to do here? Trying to make the liquid polyethylene. That's part of the reason why I did Eidolon so early is because I knew TPS would start causing issues trying to do the stirring. Those two things go into making the liquid polyethylene. Still not done. Can we get just the small battery hull to work? Can't be the liquid polyethylene. It's got to be the battery alloy plate. No, because I have the battery alloy plate. I put it in the assembly 0, right? Can it not make the tin wire? It should be able to. Yeah, it's got the tin wire. Okay, hang on. Wait, I don't have a recipe for the tin wire. How is it doing this recipe without tin wire? Cable, tin cable. I already have the tin cable. It's this one, right? 1x1. Yes, so it's this one. And then the, oops. Here's the battery plate. Here, just do this. Battery hole. Done. Ugh. Okay, so the advanced up here. Advanced ore prospector. Now I need, an energium crystal, a computer monitor, and an HV sensor. Okay, so the recipe for this is that. Put that there. And then we'll find the computer monitor. That's going to be an assembler. Put that up in the MV. And that was a 0. You're the 0. Advanced prospector. Okay, so now I need an energium crystal. Never heard of that before. Energium crystal. An autoclave? What the hell is an autoclave? Oh my gosh. Like sterilizes instruments, I think. Good grief. Okay, so we need another basic machine, an autoclave. We had problems with the electric pump before. Oh, it was because I didn't have that set right, so it should work fine now. Everything else is broken, but that part should work. What is this work part stuck on? Is it stuck on making the liquid polyvinyl chloride? You're making wires. You're very close to being done already. Which, it's almost 5 o'clock. My little alarm will be sounding here shortly. Okay, there's the autoclave. Autoclave. Where am I gonna set this up? Hi, here. No. Like, things I don't have room for. More machines at this level. Oh my gosh. This level is full, folks. Full. Really, really, really full. I know. I only have so many floors of the mansion. Okay, that's plugged in. Yep, for sure. Okay. Advanced Prospector. The Energium Crystal. Energium Crystal. My alarm didn't go off. Why didn't my alarm go off? It's a good thing I'm paying attention to the time. I need Energium Dust. Oh, snap. It has to be an HV autoclave. I didn't even see that. Rip. I didn't even see that. Well, darn it. Is it this one we're stuck on? some piece of this is just not working right. I just don't know what part it is. The lightly steamed cracked naphtha part seems to work. That's the part where it's processing the crude oil. Now we're making the vinyl chloride and the hydrochloric acid. Now we're making some more lightly steamed cracked naphtha. And some chlorine gas. Why do we have the chlorine gas in here? That's right, liquid polyvinyl chloride. That's the right recipe. Oh, we've moved forward. That's what it was stuck on, was making that. So I started a new craft to make it separately, and now it got unstuck. I just don't understand. And now they're both unstuck because of this one. I got nothing. Well, folks, Akumadori has gotten off of work. I need to go and get her, so we will just let this craft continue, and hopefully by the time I get back, I will have the cutter and the assembler, which will give me 2 more machines needed here and here. I'm going to try and get the HV prospector done. This one is LUV, so obviously I'm not going to be able to do that one until we get to that chapter. But then all the rest of the quests on this chapter are done. So we're only one quest away from finishing the getting started chapter. So that is good. So I need the elite assembler to be able to increase the capacity on my distillation chamber, which will allow me to do the processing on the ender air, but we sideways that to go this way, so that's okay. It's like, woo, crazy, just absolutely crazy, as is everything in this Gregtech stuff I am learning. But we did make more progress, which is a good thing, and we are getting a little bit closer on our stars, so that is good. We got improvements made in our unobtainium, which is also good. So all of that is a win-win. So hopefully all we need now is the damn antimatter to stay processing. It's processing, it's just not getting a backlog. Did my upgrades that I started at the beginning of the stream ever finish? Yes and yes. So let's make sure we've got these fully upgraded. You need some more speed. Okay, so let's give you 2 more speed. And you can have 4 more energy. And then you up top, you're maxed out. Now you're full. So the top machines are backlogged. Yes. My machines are confusing me. Why is there uranium oxide in this pipe? This should... Oh, snap. This is supposed to be... Okay. I will need to fix this when I get back. This is supposed to be bringing sulfur trioxide down to here. And obviously it's not if it's filled with uranium oxide. Otherwise, so this whole section here has been full and not contributing at all to our process. Okay. I will need to fix that when I get back. I'm so frustrated with this antimatter mess. It is just... Did I manage to make any more? No. I'm not even close to making another one. I'm so frustrated. Just give me a creative tank so I can make it and be done with it, please. Stupid game. Okay. I will fix that when I get back. We managed to get 3.75 hours in on Gregtech. We did make some progress. We got a couple more stars made. I will take that. That is all very good progress. And my steam tank is filled with liquid oxygen. Yeah, what are you doing? You are filling my things with the wrong things. Oh, dear God. Serenity now. Serenity now. Serenity now. Refined storage hates me. It's fine. Thank you all for hanging out with me this afternoon. I do appreciate it. We had a really large crowd hanging out today, and that is awesome. If you liked seeing me meandering my way through Gregtech and want to see more, I am here on Saturday nights and Sunday afternoons, and if I can get my schedule steady, we'll try to do streams. steam ran out, the storage bus stored the liquid trying to be stored. It's got other places to store it. It shouldn't have put it there. I don't. My priorities are probably the same. I probably don't have a storage priority higher on one than the other. You're probably right. Ugh. So, something else for me to fix when I get back from a Kumidori. Lovely. Because otherwise, I'm not making any steam, and we need steam for the steam crack naphtha. Gregtech is very, very detail oriented, and I'm just getting a little overwhelmed by it all, for sure. The fact that this chapter is not linear and has me going all sorts of million different directions, and every time I think I'm doing the right way, I get sidetracked over here, and then squirrel over here, and then squirrel over here, and then back this way, and yeah. This chapter sucks! Yes, District is in full agreement with me that this chapter is very bad. I do not like this chapter at all. It's just very hard. Some part of it's been very easy because it's just make the recipe, put it in the chemical reactor, and have it run. That part's been relatively easy, but the way the chapter is laid out visually is very hard. I'm really struggling quite a bit with it. So anyway, I will try and sort these things out after I get a Kumidori home, and like I said, hopefully we will be able to maybe sneak a stream in later this week, depending on what Grinch and I decide to do. I'll keep working on those stars, and hopefully we'll be able to make more of them by Saturday. JC's already passed me because he's at 10, and I'm only at 6. So, sounds like he's probably going to be done with his 18 by next weekend at the rate he's going. So, we'll see what I can do about the antimatter problem. I will keep trying. By Saturday, probably. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. So, unless I can get my antimatter straightened out, I'm going to need another month, at least. At least another month, if not more. Because there it's very slow going, and I still need like 50. So, yeah, it sucks. So, have a great rest of your weekend, folks. I will see you next weekend. And, yeah, that's it for me and all the Muzz 9. I will catch you guys later. Bye!